want y'all to walk with me this morning throughout the whole garden. And we'll do a full garden tour today because it's just a beautiful morning and I want to share it with you. If you see, I got more mulch the other day. Mulch day is my favorite day. I love putting fresh mulch out. It just looks so nice. And I planned this week to be able to put out my greenhouse. But it's just been getting too cold at night, y'all. It's been getting down in the 40s. It even got like 38 last night. So their first week out, I didn't want it to be that cold. So next week, it's gonna be in the 50s at night, which is much better. 70s during the day. As much as I wanted to put them out this week, I went ahead and decided to wait. But everything is getting huge. Y'all have to come see my jungle first. They're all so tall, you guys. This little guy here is getting blossoms. They're all to the point where they really need support. These guys together are kind of supporting each other, keeping each other up, but they definitely are ready to go out. They're starting to get their suckers. And this tobacco, it's beautiful. So yes, I am very excited, you guys. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. I can't wait. My tomatoes were not this big last year, so it worked really well to start them in January under that heating lamp. Got them to sprout real quick. So yes, we will go out today. It's gonna get nice and hot. This area here is filled out very nicely. This is all the Austrian winter pea. Soon these will start getting some little white flowers and we'll start getting some peas off of them. But they are doing fabulous. It's like I see a few little aphids here. I will generally just spray these guys off with the hose. That works just perfectly fine. If I have them on little tiny plants that maybe I can't spray, I'll just kind of pick them off. I really don't see any other ones. That was just about it. This tunnel's really starting to fill out here. Got the hairy vetch. The Austrian winter peas over here. The teepee's filling out nice. I got the violas around with the garlic and the hairy vetch. And if you look close, Lily helped me plant some marigolds. I went ahead and threw out beans as well, so they're starting to sprout, and I'll just let them kind of climb up the hairy vetch and we'll let them grow together. I got more Austrian winter pea right here. It's just going. This borer is just getting taller. That's something I do love about this white one. It gets bigger and taller than the blue. But the color of the blue is so striking. It is beautiful. I really like them both. You know, and I got the comment about these arugula flowers. They really do look like little fairy wings, don't they? Look at this. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's like some of this cabbage is finally heading up. And I've just been letting this dandelion grow with everything else. It attracts pollinators. And when I put everything out next week, I'm just mixing it all in together. Taking out things that maybe will be blocking the sunlight for the tomatoes or whatever, but for the most part, I'm just gonna mix it all in and things are gonna be nice and full. I'm gonna let this cilantro bolt and we'll collect some coriander seeds. If you see, it's starting to want to bolt here. We've been having some days getting up in the 70s, high 70s, pushing 80, so that will start blooming and looking real nice. And same thing here, y'all. I'm gonna leave the hairy vetch up this year because it made me too sad to tear it down last year. It's getting to that point where it's just really beautiful, and I'm gonna let it be. So I'm just gonna make little nests down here, making sure that my squashes and tomatoes and whatever I plant here has sun, and we'll let them all grow up together. And you know, the nice thing about that too is it will be a good way to camouflage the plants, create that bug confusion. Because all my tomatoes are going to be really broken up this year. That's another reason why I started everything so early, is I wanted my tobacco and my eggplants, peppers, all those to be big enough to be able to compete with the tomatoes. Because last year the tomatoes just got so big so quick that my peppers kind of got drowned out, tobacco got drowned out, and not this year. This year things are going to be broken up real nice, and I'll show you all how I do that next week. But isn't this lovely? This is some bolted. I think these are collards. No, I think these are mustards. Pickles! Kitty, kitty! I'm over here. Come here. Come here. He is so fluffy that it makes his little legs look short. What are you doing? You know what, I'm actually gonna go run and get it. I'm gonna actually run and get a sweater because I was out in the sun, it feels great, but in the shade it's a little bit chilly still. Today, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be working on moving this dirt here. This mound and that mound needs to go so that we can have this walkway for the arches, you see? So, yeah, I'll be moving this stuff out. But I'm gonna go grab a sweater real quick because it's a little bit chilly. It's this time of year, it's still a bit chilly in the morning, but it gets real warm, you know, in the afternoon. I'll be right back. See, in the sunshine, it feels good. Feels good right here. Soak that up for a second. All right, I'll be right back. That feels much better while we're in the shade. That sun's moving though. We'll eventually be in the sun. This borage has gotten huge too, guys. Look at this. Pollinators are not quite out yet. It's just gorgeous out here, y'all. I love how things are just mixed up. It's not like I just have borage in one spot. See this one, I've got the garlic and violas with the bolted broccoli. The broccoli that I want to keep seeds from is bolting as well. This is my back row here, y'all. I don't take y'all back here very often, really. This is all collard greens here. I actually cleaned it out a little bit the other day. Hi, Trigo. Come here, buddy. Look at how thick this strawberry. I've got some. In fact, I'm gonna pull this strawberry back a little here. This plant right here, this is chamomile. I've got one on the other side too, so I'm just gonna kind of pull back this strawberry. Give this chamomile a little bit more sun. So yeah, throughout the garden as well, I have some chamomile. You can't really see, but it's in here. And then guess what, you guys? I finally, for the first time, had success with transplanting sunflowers. Look. Throughout these two rows here, I have sunflowers on each post. And these are the skyscraper. Skyscraper? Is that what they're called? I think that's what it is. They get really tall. They get like 12 feet tall. So that's gonna look really nice. In fact, I started some more sunflowers and little plugs. Bet you guys, I have a little mouse in my greenhouse. I don't have the rats anymore. I got rid of those. But there is one little mouse. He is cute. I tried catching him the other day. He ate some of my sunflowers. He dug them up. Little stinker. So now I have them covered. so he can't get to them. This cabbage here, y'all, it's 2 years old. This is its second year in my garden. It is bolting. I'm gonna collect seeds from it. Let's see, that would have been 2 years ago. We had a really cold winter. It got down to single digits for several days in a row, which pretty much killed my garden. A lot of it just got wiped out. This cabbage survived. I thought, you know, let's keep seeds from it. Let's see what we can get out of this thing. If it can survive that cold of weather, then I'd like to keep it around. And this thing is huge, y'all. I didn't even know what it was until just recently. I see it's a broccoli, but it's got so much foliage. It's just crazy. Look at this leaf. Though, I don't even know what kind this is. It took forever to head up though. Forever. Aren't these violas just gorgeous? They're really filling in now. The garlic. Oh, I've got these ferns growing here. I'm just gonna let them grow. I don't know what kind these are. See, this is some borage. Another marigold here. So those will start filling in nicely. Now, every single row's got the borage with the marigolds mixed in already, so that will start filling out real nice. Because remember that those marigolds produce that limonene, which keeps those white flies off your plants. Oh, hello. Carpenter bees are so chill. You're gonna catch it, Morrow. I like carpenter bees. They're so fat. All right, we're getting to some of my favorite parts of the garden here. I'm gonna slow down for a second. This is my biggest cilantro patch here. I've shown y'all this a few times. But yeah, it's all starting to bolt here. Isn't this just beautiful, you guys? It really is like a piece of heaven. There's a certain time of day, y'all, when the sun just starts coming in right now. I just wish I could capture it for you. And of course, I know I always say it, this is like my favorite row. Although I really like this row over here too. Especially when it's all filled in, it just feels... When I walk down here, I feel like I'm going to like another like dimension, like Alice in Wonderland. I'm gonna go down here and end up in a different world. Anyway, I like this road too. I'm curious. Y'all, my mom sent the girls some ladybugs. Ooh. Oh, they're still alive! For Easter. And we had fun releasing them. Let's put these guys on here. There you go! So many of them, and they were alive and healthy. And I had fun looking at them with the camera. I wanted to see if there's any still on this. We released them on this borage here. I wanted to see if there's any still here. See how the sun's coming out, the pollinators are coming out. They like that sun too. Any ladybugs? There's my little bird. She has the prettiest little song. I found out what kind of bird she is too. She is a white-throated swallow. I think that's what they're called. Yes, white-throated swallow. Real pretty little song. I don't see any today. I saw some yesterday. There were 2 on here. Oh, there's one. There we go. Hello. There's some other little bug right here too. What are you? It's fun to see that some are still hanging around, and there's probably more on here. It's just, they're kind of hard to spot, really. And she also got us this cute little ladybug house, you guys. Look at this. Isn't that cute? I think I'm gonna stain it to protect it, but I've never heard of ladybug houses before, so I don't know how those work. We'll see if we get any ladybugs that live in them. I think that's really neat. I did harvest some cabbage, and we had some cabbage. See, I took this one here. And this one. I've got more cabbage to harvest, so if anybody has any good cabbage recipes that they enjoy, just please comment, let me know, because I want to find some new stuff to make. This broccoli's gotten so tall, this purple broccoli, look at this. So pretty though. Cilantro as well. See, throughout here I'm going to be putting some peppers. I'll be using my cages right here. Oh, there's that funny bug. The only thing I need to watch out with these guys, the hairy vetch and the Austrian winter peas, is I've had wasps make nests and then I won't know and I go through. It's scary. So I gotta keep an eye on that, make sure I don't have any wasp nests. And look, it's blooming. This side over here got a little damaged from the cold. We had a few nights that got into the teens, but it's kind of recovered. Oh, here's another marigold. See, they're looking real good. Look at this. Watch out, Mara. What are you doing? What are you doing? Something smells good right there. You silly head. Okay, I need you to move. It's foxglove, look. It is a foxglove. Look at that. That's gonna be gorgeous. I love how it's right on the side here, so that's gonna be pretty. This is my first foxglove. I've never had them blooming before, so look at this one too. It's not as big. Hazel mustard's bolting. Here's my path here. Next time you see the garden, this will be cleared out and you can really kind of see how it's gonna look. My potatoes, y'all. Look at them. Aren't they so pretty? Since I buried them in the dirt this time, the previous times I've planted potatoes, I did the Ruth Stout method where I just buried them with straw. But I found that all my potatoes would get massacred by roly-polies and centipedes and ants, and it was just a nightmare. So this year I went ahead and buried them, and that has been working great. I've taken a peek at the potatoes and they look good. There's no bugs on them. You know, before when they were covered with straw, I would take a peek and there'd be bugs on them, which is never a good thing to see. So they're doing better. I would say that it took them a lot longer to come up through the dirt than it did them coming up through the straw, which makes sense. It's going to take a lot more energy. But they're up now and looking great. Now that they're fully up, I'm thinking, Marl, get out of there, about mixing some beans in with them. And since they are safe in the dirt, y'all, I went ahead and cleaned out the chicken coop and I put the chicken bedding on top so that can kind of break down and feed the potatoes and also kind of keep down the weeds. This chicken bedding will attract roly-polies and all the stuff that likes to break this down, but luckily my potatoes are safe in the dirt, so they should be okay. We'll see. What do you think, Maro? Oh, see, but I really like this row too. This is pretty. Oh, what's this? This is pretty. Oh, I like that. Oh, you know what this is? This is a radish. Yeah, that's a radish. Those are cute. You know, these radishes, y'all, they're prickly. I didn't know radishes were prickly, the leaves. So this is just a cluster of garlic that Lily and I must have forgotten to harvest last year. So it's coming up. This is a Swiss chard right here. This is one of the cabbages that I want to save seeds from. So you see it's already bolting nicely. And this is a broccoli that I'm not saving seeds from. So when I put my plants out next week, probably Monday, today is Saturday, I'll just cut these down and we'll remove them. But see, these are all the little seed pods. You let these dry out and eventually you'll have little seeds that you can plant again. So that's the goal. I'm gonna just save all my seeds and we'll see if anything cross-pollinated. Hi, Trigo. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah. But isn't this beautiful? You see the pretty potatoes popping up back there. The bolted broccoli and I would say this has definitely been my most successful year for my fall-winter garden. And I'm excited for my next one because I feel like each year I'm definitely learning more and getting better. And I'm able to grow more food for my family, which is really exciting. You guys ready for some scratch this morning? What do you think? My elderberry bushes over here. Morrow, stop chasing the kitty cat. Let's not chase the kitties. Come here. Come here. Can you sit? Calm down. Calm down. Hey, big goods. Oh, you know what? I left my scooper. I have my little babies over there, my little baby chicks, are in the little chicken tractor, and I threw them some scratch yesterday, and I forgot to bring the thing back over. That's not very much, is it? I'll have to get my scooper. Oh, you know what I'm gonna use? I'm just gonna use this here. I'm actually gonna make this section here a bed of some kind. I don't know what I want to grow there yet though, but I want to put something right there. I am gonna have comfrey all the way down this section here. I have it all in the greenhouse. By the way, with my potato patch, I really like to try to put snakes in here as well. Just the little baby kinds, just the little brown duckies and the ringneck. If I find them around, I'll put them in the potato bed here and they help with the bugs as well. So I do love my little snakes. In fact, I've been finding, I do have a few mice in the garden, y'all. So my cats are just not doing their job. I think it's just because they're just too fat, y'all. They eat all the time. They're fat and lazy. Trigo over there, he's like 17 pounds. There you go. So really, I need a snake. I need a big snake in here. Last year, I had a beautiful garter snake in the garden. I called her Jenny. And she was really helping with the mice. Because I had a row right here of winter wheat. Or was it winter rye? I think it was winter wheat. So she lived in the wheat and controlled the mice. But then when I mowed the wheat down, she left. And then I got a copperhead in my garden. Which I did not want. Oh goodness. Isn't that pretty? I love how this is right here. I got mixed in with the red sail and the violas and the spinach. Look at this. It's kind of fun to touch. I don't know. Kind of satisfying. This is the broccoli that I'll be saving. It's an imperial broccoli variety. Oh goodness, Morrow, you scared me. She likes to chase the cats. Very bad. But this one did fabulous in the cold. It was slow to bolt, so I got a lot of broccoli out of it. I could have kept picking broccoli. I just went ahead and let it start bolting. But so we're gonna get plenty of seeds off of these guys. Isn't this pretty? Got a little mix of the broccoli with the borscht here. That's pretty. See, now now it's nice and warm. I don't need my sweater. I really just like watching the pollinators do their little thing. It's fun, isn't it? They're so fast though, it's hard to really get a good shot of them. Pretty little seed pods falling down everywhere. I don't know what tree this is coming from, but they're everywhere. Don't let me forget this out here, because I will. You are just so cute. You have pollen on you too. Little bumblebee. We've got all different kinds of pollinators out today. Check this out. I've got tobacco popping up from last year. This would be the Southern Beauty, I think. Oh, that sun feels nice. I think I just want to lay out today. Isn't that just beautiful? It is going to be looking real pretty when that cilantro starts to flower. I'll get more flowers in here. Oh, I forgot that this is here. This path here. I have the mulch throughout areas where we just do a lot of walking. So I prefer mulch here instead of mud. But I really prefer green, living ground covers. The sun is slowly coming up through the garden. Isn't it beautiful? Ah, the grapes. They're coming in too. Look at this. I've got a few things I want to show you. I've got some bushes in the yard that are in full bloom. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I've got something else I want to show you in the greenhouse. I got something special, y'all. I got a really sweet comment a few weeks ago from Moji's Kitchen, which now I know her name is Megan. Hello, Megan. I really love to know your actual names. It just feels more personal. Megan was in Singapore recently and was walking the streets and saw a beautiful garden hat and thought of me, which I was so touched by, and wanted to send me this hat. And I received it in the mail just a few days ago. So I need to show it to you. It's so beautiful. Let me really show it to you here. It's got little bees on it. It's so cute. And some little garden tools over here. I'm gonna fall backwards. Isn't that cute? I love it. Oh, some aphids. Wasn't that just so sweet? Thank you again, Megan. I will take very good care of this hat. It'll be my special hat. Look at this though. I just think this is so pretty. How I have these random vines growing in here. Look at this. Over here, got the honeysuckles. These are huge. Let's see if we can get any juice out of them. I would eat these like crazy when I was a kid and I'd get sick. Oh, yep. There. Oh my god. There's so much juice in there. I'm gonna have to tell the kids about that. It's my own little treat here in the greenhouse. Isn't that fun? Got some raspberries right there. That is too fun. You want to go see the flowers? Let's go see the flowers. Oh, let me get rid of this. All right, let's just take one last look here. Because soon the garden's gonna start transitioning over into my spring summer garden. But again, I'm just gonna kind of let it grow up with the fall winter garden. And I think it's gonna work out really well. Bagel, what are you doing in the turkey run? You're a silly boy. All right, let me show you the flowers. And then I'm gonna have to go change, y'all. This is not a very good outfit for moving dirt. I always like to put on something pretty for garden tours. And y'all, sadly, I don't think my banana tree is gonna come back this year. It said that it was could handle my weather in my zone, but I don't think so. And I even felt like we had a pretty mild winter. I would think that I would be seeing something pop up around, you know? Nothing. Because all my elephant ears are popping up already. I need to clean this mess up out here, y'all. I had some friends over, homeschool friends, to paint gourds with us. Check it out, we painted gourds. This one's lilies, isn't that pretty? Hey, sweetie. These here, aren't they just breathtaking? They are just full. These bushes have never been this full with flowers before. I just love looking at them. I don't honestly know what kind of bush this is. I bought them at Walmart. It said that it was a Japanese snowball bush, and this is not a Japanese snowball bush. So I don't know, but they are gorgeous. I honestly kind of like them better. Look at this. I wish they had a scent to them, but they don't. But they're pretty. And there's one more. And then I'll wrap this up and go get some work done. This one. Look at this. These azaleas, these are the old-fashioned azaleas. I just love them so much. They only bloom once a year, but when they bloom, they are just gorgeous. This one hasn't fully bloomed yet. This is the salmon-colored one. But isn't that a gorgeous color? Look at all those flowers. Striking. Anyway, I had to show you all those because like by the time I'm doing my full garden tour around the house, those aren't blooming anymore. But you had to see them. They're just gorgeous. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go and get some stuff done. I'm getting ready for putting my jungle and my greenhouse out because they need to go out. I can't wait. I'm telling you, I'm so excited and I can't wait to share it with you. It's really special for me. That will be a very special day. All right, y'all, take care. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next time.